I'm Jessica Chobot, and warning, this could be a divisive episode of Nerdist News. For years now, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been sitting pretty without any real competition outside of the occasional standalone superhero flick or sequel. But in 2016, all of that changes as DC finally unleashes their own extended universe with Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Suicide Squad. But which of these sultans of spandex will win 2016? Let's gaze into the future and declare a champion, because why not? Here are the facts. Next year, Marvel will kick off Phase 3, which by all accounts sounds like the end of an era, as it'll send off at least a couple of the original Avengers and wrap up a storyline that kicked off with Thanos' first appearance in Avengers 1, and the beginning of a new one, as it'll introduce fresh blood like Black Panther, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, and more. We'll see the long-awaited Captain America Civil War hit screens, as well as Doctor Strange, giving us a huge paradigm shift for the entire cinematic universe, and the introduction of a major new hero and a new magical corner of the MCU. Marvel will also bring 2 new Netflix seasons to life, Luke Cage and Season 2 of Daredevil, which will intro Elektra and the Punisher. So yeah, a pretty big year that'll begin to pay off a decade's worth of setup. As for DC, they're coming straight out of the gate with the big guns. BVS won't just feature the AAA superhero SmackDown fans have been dying to see. It'll also unite the holy trinity of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman on screen for the first time, aside from the Lego Movie, with cameos for the rest of the Justice League guaranteed. The studio clearly plans on making a statement with their DCEU debut, and will further step up their game later in the year with Suicide Squad. Unlike Marvel, their Cinematic U will not include their beloved TV shows Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, or Gotham, which themselves are all over the map in terms of interconnectivity. It's a shame, as Flash has already delved into the multiverse with great success, so hopefully there's still room to course correct there. But beyond what the studios are offering next year, what really sets them apart? Well, with Marvel, we pretty much know what we're getting movie to movie at this point. The looks of the films have stayed pretty consistent and seem to continue to be doing so with Civil War. The poppy jokey tone hasn't shifted much, even through dark times in films like Avengers Age of Ultron. Kevin Feige is the true auteur behind every Marvel movie, and consistency is key, but at least we know that we can almost always count on something great. DC, on the other hand, is putting a ton of trust in their filmmakers and letting them run wild and make their movies their own. Batman v Superman looks like a Zack Snyder flick, straight up with intense colors, CG backgrounds, and lots of bulky, muscly dudes. Suicide Squad, on the other hand, looks gritty, real, and almost street level despite featuring a plethora of magical, over-the-top characters. It's exciting to see these directors make these iconic worlds their own, but it also kind of implies that DC doesn't know what they want, which might result in a pretty disjointed cinematic U. So, who will win 2016? Well, for now, we're gonna have to give it to, oh god, let the hate rain in the comments, Marvel! What they've accomplished so far has been nothing short of colossal, and this looks to be a year of lots of wish fulfillment for fans, as well as the beginnings of a thrilling, refreshing change of pace for the whole cinematic universe. That said, if DC can do us a solid and bring at least our beloved Flash and Arrow into the cinematic universe fold, they may have too much awesome on their hands not to win when it's all said and done. But what do you guys think? Are you Team Marvel or Team DC? Which superhero flick are you most excited for next year? Do you want to see the DC TVU collide with the movies? Let's discuss. Guys, the Nerdist News crew is enjoying some R&R this week, but there are all new episodes of Play, Dan Cave, and Because Science. Then we'll see you right back here on New Year's Day with a special guest and more predictions for 2016. Until then, enjoy returning that weird gift your mom got you, and me, you know what, I'll just stand here while you pick from our handy selection of videos to my left.